At 88, Max Baer Jr. finally speaks with rare honesty about his life, his legacy, and the people who shaped him most deeply, including Irene Ryan, the formidable woman America knew as Granny on the Beverly Hillbillies. Born Maximilian Adalbert Baer Jr. on December 4, 1937, in Oakland, California, Max grew up in the shadow of greatness as the son of Max Baer Sr., the legendary heavyweight boxing champion of 1934, whose fame, power, and larger-than-life personality created both privilege and pressure in the household, while his mother, Mary Ellen Sullivan, provided balance and grounding through her emphasis on discipline, education, and compassion. Raised under public scrutiny, Max forged his own identity early, excelling athletically at Christian Brothers High School in Sacramento, where he earned letters in 4 sports simultaneously and twice won the Sacramento Open Junior Golf Tournament, achievements that hinted at a future defined by versatility rather than a single path. He carried that balance into Santa Clara University, earning a degree in business administration with a minor in philosophy, a blend that later shaped his transition from actor to producer, director, and businessman. His first taste of performance came astonishingly early, debuting on stage in 1949 in England at the Blackpool Pavilion in Goldilocks and the Three Bears, an experience that quietly laid the groundwork for his later screen career. By the early 1960s, signed to Warner Brothers, Baer became a familiar face on television, appearing in a string of popular series including Maverick, Surfside 6, Cheyenne, Hawaiian Eye, 77 Sunset Strip, Bronco, Sugarfoot, Follow the Sun, and It's a Man's World, absorbing the discipline and speed of TV production during its golden age. Yet it was his portrayal of the naive, lovable Jethro Bodine on the Beverly Hillbillies from 1962 to 1971 that etched him into American pop culture, bringing fame, affection, and eventually the burden of typecasting that limited his acting opportunities even as he continued working in projects like Love, American Style, Vacation Playhouse, and the 1967 war film A Time for Killing. Aware that Jethro might confine him if he allowed it, Baer reinvented himself behind the camera, producing, writing, and starring in MacArthur County Line in 1974, followed by The Wild McCullochs in 1975, and achieving major success with Ode to Billy Joe in 1976, a box office hit that solidified his reputation as a capable filmmaker before his final directorial effort, Hometown USA, in 1979. Beyond Hollywood, Baer proved equally savvy in business, moving into real estate and the casino industry while envisioning a sprawling Beverly Hillbillies enterprise that blended nostalgia with entrepreneurship. His personal life, though largely guarded, drew attention through his 1966 marriage to Joanne Kathleen Hill, which ended in divorce in 1971 amid the pressures of fame, and later high-profile relationships, including one with Victoria Principal that resurfaced controversially decades later when allegations were made and firmly denied by Baer, reinforcing his desire for privacy in his later years. Now, with time offering clarity rather than caution, Baer speaks most poignantly about Irene Ryan, admitting that the woman audiences adored as a feisty grandmother was, in reality, sharp, demanding, and tougher than anyone he had ever known, a seasoned survivor of vaudeville, radio, and film who intimidated him as a young actor but ultimately taught him the meaning of professionalism, preparation, and respect for the craft. She demanded excellence, tolerated no laziness, and fiercely protected the integrity of her character, instincts Baer admits he underestimated early on but came to deeply respect. Behind the scenes, he recalls, she revealed a dry, wicked humor and a warmth few ever saw, shaped by hardship, failed marriages, and years of insecurity before fame finally found her late in life. Her refusal to slow down even as her health declined left a lasting impression, and her death in 1971 felt to Baer like the end of an era, not just a television show. He speaks without bitterness now, only gratitude, insisting that history remembers her laughter but not always the strength it took to create it. Alongside Ryan, Baer cherishes the enduring friendship he shared with Buddy Ebsen, a bond built on mutual respect and genuine affection that lasted until Ebsen's final days, when Baer and Donna Douglas visited him in the hospital shortly before his death in 2003. With Douglas's passing in 2015, Baer became the last surviving regular cast member of the Beverly Hillbillies, a living bridge to a bygone era of television defined by warmth, simplicity, and enduring characters. Carrying those memories alone, Max Baer Jr. stands as the final witness to the friendships, struggles, and laughter that once united millions, honoring not myths or nostalgia, but the hard-earned truth behind the legacy, including Irene Ryan, a survivor who earned every laugh she ever gave.